All right, welcome back to another episode of the Kameo podcast. Recording the third one of the day. This time, I'm actually at the location of the person I'm interviewing. And once again, this is brought to you by readyadoor.com. Use Kameo, save $5 off your first order. But my next guest has her own delivery system and her own food delivery thing, but it's completely different. About keto mostly. Is that right?
Yeah, well, we deliver cake and stuff too.
By we, she means Megan Schultz of Coconut Cakes, a.k.a. Mission Control Eatery. Here, we're on Victoria now. You have a shop.
Yep, sure do.
When did that come about, finally?
We officially opened our doors for the first day on November 30th of this year.
Yeah, and that took, because we hired you for our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And now,
a million years ago.
In the grand scheme of things, like, how early into your career was that?
Well, what year was that?
2016, I think.
That was midway, I guess, in my cake career.
Your cake career? Now you're
my official cake career.
Yes, yeah. your business license.
Yeah.
Making money, hustling.
Yeah.
And then you started transitioning, working for yourself, working out of ITEL's building.
Mm-hmm.
You had a little kitchen. I actually know a big kitchen there, actually.
It's big, yeah.
It's big. But now you have your own space. When did you decide to make the jump?
I think that we decided to make the jump before we were doing anything else. I wanted to have a cake shop. I was making cake at home. I made cake for all my friends. And I just wanted to do it, but I was scared to just start out with a shop. It's also super expensive to start something like that from scratch. So I took sort of a more conservative route, I guess, by doing special orders only and built that following, built that client base.
That lean startup
style.
Yeah. Build slowly, test.
See if it was like, if people even cared, if people wanted to buy stuff daily. And then I started tracking inquiries on how frequently we would get asked if we had stuff ready to pick up right now or today or tomorrow, and kept track of sort of how often that was happening. And when it seemed to be that I was answering that at least once or twice a day, then that's when we started looking for property. Okay. That was last spring.
Yeah, and you wanted to be in the downtown core.
No question.
No question.
No, absolutely not. I wanted to be downtown. When we go anywhere, my husband and I travel or whatever, we go downtown.
Totally.
Yeah. And we want to stop, do the walk arounds, check out all the cool little spots.
Are you trying to get the tourism kind of market popping in here? Is that kind of the idea?
I think that would be we'd be a good spot for someone who's not from the area, because it's kind of a unique thing that Kamloops has to offer. Mm-hmm. The space is nice looking. We have friendly staff, so I think it's a good reflection on the community. We have a good product. So
you have a great product. Yeah,
the Rocky Mountaineer, for example, is not very far. A lot of customers stay, or a lot of their passengers stay at the Thompson Hotel or stay at the Plaza. We're not that far to walk. No. And cupcakes, like, if we're being realistic, a lot of those passengers are Europeans, and Europe doesn't have cupcake shops. They don't do cupcakes.
They don't do cupcakes.
It's not a huge thing over there.
Well, they got Swiss treats, which
so much better. But we don't have that really here the way we used to. But so it's kind of like a nice North American thing that we offer, which is something that we look for when we're traveling, is what's the thing that this city is known for.
Totally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you've built up your name quite, because I followed along.
Yeah.
Right? My wife has hired you how many times for different cakes and other sort of stuff, and there's it's been very interesting watching our growth and watching it track with, the growth of our marriage, I guess. We'll see how that second part goes, but
just take some carrot cupcakes home.
Yeah, I'm told something like lemon cake.
Oh yeah, the lemon's cake. Good.
Yeah, but you've got your grand opening on the 22nd,
the 19th. Yeah,
Saturday. The Saturday, and you're staying open late on Fridays.
If we don't sell out, that's the plan. Is we'd like to stay open, but we've been selling out on Fridays and Saturdays. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So you get to sleep in on those days? Or are you still up at 5 a.m.?
5 would be a sleep in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot.
I get up without an alarm at between 3:45 and 4:15.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Baker's hours, man.
Is that?
I'm not joking. But this is serious.
Can't you just like it's your business? Just adjust your schedule.
Well, I can't because we open at 10 and we fresh bake every day. So I need a certain amount of time to bake what I need to bake and get it frosted, get it cooled and get it frosted. So I know what time I have to be at work. And we're doing the baking for 5 Bean Brew Bar now. So that's added a lot to our mornings. So the mornings are not going to get later. They're going to get earlier.
I've been meaning to go up to the 5 Bean.
Yeah.
I don't drive up the road very often.
Yeah.
I stay on the North Shore.
Yeah.
I don't like...
Where the land is flat.
Yeah, where the land is flat.
Yeah.
And if the snow comes, it disappears quickly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like my North Shore, so I'm like scared, looking around. It's like, oh.
The downtown.
The downtown. But, yeah, tell me about your wall, which I know those initials, but you're going to have to remind me. I believe it's Kelly.
Kelly Wright did this beautiful mural.
Yeah, so we've got Alice in Wonderland on the wall.
And do you know what's crazy? I have a half sleeve of Alice in Wonderland that he didn't see when he came in to do.
Oh, you didn't tell him what to do?
No.
Oh, really?
No. I gave him I want it bright and colorful because everything else is going to be black and white. So I want it to be like a focal piece. And I was recently in Nashville with some family traveling around, and Nashville has a crazy touristy mural scene where we actually were in different areas in Nashville where the mural has a lineup for people to get a photo with it.
Really?
And people queue up to do it so that they get their photo with it. And I thought that was such a cool draw.
So we're gonna have to take a photo before we leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody does. Everybody takes a picture of it. And I love it.
I think it's a good representation of the play in the park, just over the corner here.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I'm pretty sure I've seen an Alice in Wonderland there or whatever be, right? Something about Alice in Wonderland just, I don't know. It reminds me of the arts and culture scene of that location. It's been a few years.
Yeah. Well, it's fun and it's bright and colorful. You can see it through our big windows. And it's one of my favorite movies. But he did the sketch up. We talked for maybe 20 minutes. He came to see this, the canvas of where it was going to be, and came up with it on his own. And I was like, well, we're doing this now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny when life just works out that way?
Yeah. And it couldn't be any more perfect for this space.
No, I can't believe you didn't commission. Oh, I want this, because I'm always calculated.
No.
I want this, this, and this. This is what I want the look to be.
Do you know what I think it is, though? Honestly, I hope people don't get mad that I say this, but as a artist of cakes, yeah, sometimes I think people need to just let me do what I know how to do. Yeah, and he's an artist. I don't. With my tattoo, I don't tell Sai what to do.
Who you use? You use Sai at...
Sacred Skin.
Sacred Skin, okay.
Yeah, he's planned my entire sleeve. I told him I wanted it Disney themed, and we kind of talked about how to do it. But I picked the characters, and then he's put the whole thing together because I'm not a tattoo artist. Totally. I don't know how to do this properly.
Yeah, I always go here's my budget, here's my vision. You complete what you consider would match that. That's how I operate.
Exactly. I wish I was more budget conscious. But I'm not.
I have to be. Trying to convince my wife.
I should be, but I am really bad for just being because I am so vision, goal oriented that sometimes you just gotta do it, man.
Oh no, I do it all the time, and it's justifying the expenses to the wife.
Yeah, you have a baby, it's different.
I have a baby, yeah. But I've been pretty low budget, right? Yeah. I'm kind of like you. I didn't start just with a podcast studio. Right?
Imagine. I feel like this is a way more fun setup, though.
Way more fun. But I am building this radio call-in show idea so that people can anonymously call in. I just swipe them yes. Hey, let's have a chat, and I can patch them through, and yeah.
Oh my God, I would call in all the time. I would listen anyways.
Well, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think there'd be a lot of people who would listen on the sly. Just
oh, for sure. Reading comments on on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, Reading
but never responding.
Yeah. So many people. I I don't think people realize how much attention sometimes you can draw, and no one will actually say, "Hey, hello."
I saw that.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting and fascinating to me, as you know.
It is.
But this town's exciting, and you're on the upswing. You're part of that new generation. I always say you're part of the new generation of Kamloops.
Yeah.
The new Kamloops.
The new Kamloops.
The new
Which
Kamloops.
is funny because I feel like old Kamloops.
It's just because you've seen it through it all, right?
I've been here a long time. So.
When did you move here?
97.
97. Where'd you come from?
Kitimat, BC.
Is that north, south? I don't know my geography.
It's way north.
Way north.
Mm-hmm.
So what drew you to Kamloops?
My parents made me move here with them.
Okay.
My dad was employed by the school district in Kitimat. It was kind of near that NDP Board of Education amalgamation time in the late 90s. I don't know if you're from BC.
I'm not from BC. That predates me, but I'm familiar with BC's love-hate relationship with NDP party. Yeah.
So, long story short, in the late 90s, the BC NDP that was running the province at the time amalgamated a bunch of the smaller school districts. So, a whole bunch of jobs were eliminated, and my parents chose to move to Kamloops to start a business.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was there a business where they...
They started they were not entrepreneurs at that time. They were jumping into it.
Yeah.
They started a custom embroidery business.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So a creative endeavor. It runs in the family.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one girl on Instagram who does embroidery?
Which one?
Oh, there's multiple?
Yeah.
In Kamloops?
Oh, maybe not in Kamloops.
There's a girl in Kamloops who does custom embroidery. Forget her name. But she just she embroidered this hat, and if I just had money to burn, I'd be custom ordering a hat embroidered. It was so cool. It was like your wall.
Yeah.
Embroidered onto a hat.
What?
Yeah.
Embroidery is crazy hard.
Oh, it's totally hard.
Oh.
I've done it before.
It would be mesmerizing to watch.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that'd be interesting?
About as interesting as decorating a cake, I think. If somebody was doing it, if you sped it up, if you did it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's on YouTube.
For sure it is.
Why aren't you on YouTube doing decorating your cake?
I will tell you why I'm not on YouTube. Because I would love to be on YouTube. I don't know how to organize all of the video editing components, and I'm that person that needs it to be professional.
Why don't you just live stream it though? Just live stream it and be as amateurish as possible. And just have fun.
That's not my brand. My brand is not super amateur. I've promised Alicia, my social media person, that I would do live streaming when I'm decorating cakes on Friday and Saturday, because those are busy cake decorating days.
Yeah.
But I think I've done it once.
Just do an Instagram live with a friend and have them ask you questions while you...
That's a good idea.
Right?
I think it's hard because I just don't know, I don't always know when I'm going to be doing it. And then with the setup of my kitchen, as you know, it's an open space, and I don't often have control over the volume of the noise or the number of people walking behind me or whatever. So that is a challenge as well.
Okay.
To do anything so specific during business hours.
Yeah. Well, you got lots of room for after business hours. We're sitting at your table. You have a nice table.
Yeah.
That's letting us podcast at.
Yeah.
Which is, I thought we were going to be leaned up on a counter or something.
Surrounded by cupcakes?
Surrounded by cupcakes.
I wish, but we only have 3 flavors left, I think.
Oh, really?
4 flavors left.
What time do you close?
6, I think. Today is Monday. Yeah. 6.
So what are your hours then typically? And are you here every single one of those hours? Because you said we a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Your husband.
No, I'm never here. I'm almost never here. I wish I was here. I feel like it's more fun here than being at the bake shop. Oh, my husband Steve runs the storefront.
Wait, so there's there's a bake shop and then there's the storefront.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't bake here.
You don't bake here?
No.
Really? Where do you bake?
At ITEL.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you made it that complex. I thought it was all in one.
It's not complex.
No?
No, because all my stuff is there. All my staff is there. All my equipment. I know that kitchen.
Yep.
We know how it works. We didn't have to do any licensing to change this into a commercial baking facility, which would have cost us $12,000 extra.
Oh. Jesus, yeah.
And it's such a good space long term for us, well, for now anyways, that it didn't make sense to put a kitchen in here. I don't think we could anyways. This building is like 70 years old or something, and it's not vented. Like, there's no kitchen back there. So it would be like an insane expense to do something like that. I'm all about penny pinching on the boring stuff.
Well, that's smart. I didn't realize. I thought you had like up and moved.
No, that back room has a table for staff to take breaks in the event that we had more than one person here at one time. And there's like a freezer for, I don't know, freezer needs. It's empty, but we have one.
Is it funny saying that you have staff all the time? Does that like trip you up?
It feels weird because they don't feel like staff. They feel like buds for the most part. But that could be because I'm not a very good boss. Like, I'm really
lenient. I
wouldn't say lenient because they're not like crazy or anything. It's more like they force me to be more organized, which is good. Because if it was just me, I would just do it whenever I wanted to and whatever.
I think you and I are very similar in many ways. Mm-hmm. Just like, I'm inspired to do it now and not any other time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't sleep right now. I'm going to go and work. Nope. Because I need to be there when my staff are there to make sure that, you know, things are going the way that they're supposed to. If they have questions or if we run out of something, if somebody needs to go to the grocery store, that's me. I'm not going to be like, by text, you need to go get this because I forgot to get it when I was grocery shopping, or somebody didn't put it on the list and now we need it. Right? So,
if you're selling out every day, you must be hitting your sales targets. Should you be upping your supply then?
There's a very fine line between selling out. Like, if we were selling out at 2:00, sure.
Yeah.
But we're selling out like right at the cusp.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's just smart inventory planning right now. And I really hate food wastage.
Oh, absolutely.
It's dollars down the drain. It's also, I really like food wastage just in general is a huge problem. And I will not contribute to it for the chance of making extra money. I just won't.
Yeah, that makes sense. I respect that.
Yeah.
Now my wife will kill me if I don't bring something home.
We do have carrots.
Oh, perfect.
Don't worry.
I've been in the doghouse so much lately. You have no idea. Or maybe you do. Shit.
I saw her recently, so.
Then you do. Fuck me.
No, she would never say anything like that to me.
But yeah, what have we not chatted about that you think we should chat about, Megan?
I don't know.
Did you come out of the Innovation Center? Where did you get your... Did you use one of the Kamloops like business programs, or you just did it yourself?
Just did it myself.
Did it yourself?
Yeah.
There's a surprising amount of Kamloopsians who don't realize there's like programs to like help.
Yeah.
And they just do it themselves, and all the power to them.
Yeah, I think it's like, I don't know how you would find out though. Google, how do I start a business?
Well, I don't know. That's how I approach everything I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
But
I don't know.
That's because I'm like half cyborg, so.
But for me, it wasn't how do I start a business in Kamloops. It was like reading about food production. I did go to culinary arts school, so I have that background and that training.
I
so
see
it
what you
wasn't
mean.
entirely like new information. And like when I was going through culinary, I was working at Cowboy Coffee, which is now Motivo. So I got a lot of firsthand experience of growing a business, because that was, if you got married a million years ago, that would be like a zillion years ago that I worked there.
Was that still when Redbeard was Cowboy Coffee?
No, that was before. Like before the hospital location was open. Like a billion zillion. Like in 2006. 2005 I worked there.
Okay. Dating yourself.
Yeah. And they were still like learning how, like they were still figuring it out day by day. So I got to experience a lot of the day by day stuff.
So you're kind of like Bill Gates of the cupcake world. You were just in the right place, the right time.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? Like, and you got to see it and learn from someone else doing exactly what you are now doing and succeeding at.
I would love to have full inventory out, because it would look so much better. And the thought of selling what I have eventually planned in a phased like growth of what we're going to offer in the future, it would be amazing. But I just can't. And I don't want to do that. Right
how have your cupcake teaching classes over at...
we do them here now.
You do them now?
Yeah.
All right. That would make sense, too. How are they going?
Good. We're going to launch the date for the next one pretty soon. We did our first kids class in November. Nice. We did 2 sessions, and they both sold out, which was crazy because I wasn't sure people were wanting it. But
people want experiences.
Yep. People want experiences, and they especially want experiences for their kids where they get to get hands-on doing stuff that's not like sitting in front of a TV.
What's the cost per kid typically?
The workshop we did was to do unicorn cupcakes. So there was like some fondant sculpting and piping and sprinkling and stuff. And it's a 2-hour session, and it was $50 a kid. And they got to take home 6 cupcakes and in a box. And
6 cupcakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good score.
Yeah.
Have you ever, see, I just started thinking of Charlie the Unicorn. Do you remember that YouTube video?
No.
Charlie, hey Charlie.
No.
Let's go to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
No, the only video that I remember, there's 2 videos I remember from original YouTube. Trogdor. The Burninator.
The Burninator.
Burning down
strong mad, strong sad. Oh, Homestar Runner. God damn it, I love Homestar Runner.
Salad fingers.
Those are good ones to remember. Those are great ones to remember.
Rusty spoons. The creepiest. Still.
Oh, man, I miss old internet.
Oh, and Rejected.
Which one's
that Rejected video where it's like little shorts, cartoon shorts. I'll send it to you. I for sure have it.
I've been watching the G.I. Joe PSAs.
I don't think I've seen those.
Where it's just like people memeing on G.I. Joe and just like pork chops and just like making them say stupid stuff, and like it's just like really bad lip reading from like early YouTube.
This one's funny. It's like hand-drawn cartoons that are meant to be public service announcements, but the whole premise is that the animator that drew them went completely off base, and they're so awful and terrifying that they were rejected by the company.
Oh, okay. I remember that whole genre because there was this whole penis drawn into Disney character genre in early YouTube. We remember the day. I remember going to the public library and walking by people, and they're watching YouTube videos of exactly that, or playing RuneScape. One of the two.
Or playing what?
RuneScape.
Oh yeah.
Or Habbo Hotel.
Yeah.
We're talking Much Music was still something we watched on TV.
Oh my god, Much Music. Yeah, I'm of the Much Music generation. Yeah. I was explaining recently to one of my staff that I used to go to Much on Demand had a show in the afternoon that you could watch, and you could go on and it was live.
Yeah, in Toronto.
Yeah.
And you could you people would wait to try and get their shot on television.
Yeah, and you requested songs.
Are you from Ontario?
No, I've been to Much on Demand because I was there for a school thing. I know. See,
you're full tourist experience.
Yeah, I was there for a school thing at the CBC building.
Yeah,
and I was for a trivia.
We're talking good George Stropalopoulos.
He was there. I almost died. My 17-year-old me was obsessed at that time, and I saw him in the flesh, and I thought I didn't need no further life. That was fine.
Yeah. No, it's super funny because you look at that level of stardom. Just imagine Ed the Sock tweeting back at you, right?
Yeah.
I was so excited to meet that guy. But
that's so funny.
It's gonna be a fun time. He's coming out with Fromage on Drake real soon.
What?
Yeah, he's got 2 seasons of Fromage recorded.
Oh my god.
So it's all gonna be free coming out next month.
That's exciting.
Oh, I'm super excited.
Where?
He's got a new network called the FU Network.
Perfect. Yeah.
He's creating his own creator network in Canada or something. I don't know much about it, but I told him to call me if I can help. But yeah, we're 24 minutes in.
Sweet.
what do we want to talk about next? Anything more, or do we want to wrap it up and make sure my wife has cupcakes at home?
I don't have anything on my agenda particularly.
I don't have anything on my agenda either.
No.
Usually I just let it go when it goes. And this seems like a good time.
Yeah.
Where can people find you if they want to learn more, order cupcakes or keto food, which we haven't talked about, your actual home delivery food, because you do more than just cupcakes.
We do more than just cupcakes.
It's all about the keto life.
It's all about balance. You eat a healthy meal for a while and you feel okay, and then you eat some cupcakes and it's fine. That's how you can live your life. Keto people are like, no, that's not how keto works right now.
Playing both sides of the field.
It's an odd combo, though, because keto, you can't have any carbs. You can't have any sugar. And that's basically all cupcakes are. But imagine you had a delivery service that did both.
Totally. Well, there's that huge thing of these like power pancakes or power donuts that I see in like these supplement stores having or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, something sweet protein donuts?
Yeah. I don't know anything about them, but they're like everywhere now.
Yeah. The girl that does them, her name's Morgan. I've talked to her. Because she is trying to like make it a thing.
Yeah.
So through various connections, she reached out to me and we've had a little chat.
That's cool.
It's very interesting. Not at all something I want to get involved.
Oh, really?
No.
Huh.
No, I feel like that area, like the protein, like supplement is a whole other universe that I cannot.
It's a whole nother beast. And like
not into
the idea of if you can't say the word properly, maybe you shouldn't be ingesting it.
I just feel like the people that use those products are very knowledgeable about them, and I am not.
Yes.
And I'm not interested in making things that I already can make taste good to also bulk up or whatever.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like an interesting, like, underdeveloped market that
it super is. There's a super huge market for it. I have no idea how you would make money doing that, because the ingredients alone would be super expensive. Like we offer gluten-free and we offer vegan, but it is extremely expensive and the margins are brutal.
And like, I've done gluten-free cupcakes. I'm sorry. I want to pay less and get real flour.
You know what?
It's so much better.
Well, we charge the same for our gluten-free and vegan cupcakes.
Oh, really?
However, I'm going to blow your mind with a gluten-free cupcake later. Not today, because I don't have any today, but when we have one, I'm going to give you one and sneak it, and you're never going to know.
Oh, no, I will know.
No, you won't.
I will know, and I will complain. Actually, no, my wife and I, we use mostly gluten-free noodles for the most part.
What kind, though?
We just get the Save-On brand.
Like the brown rice?
I don't know. It's just Save-On brand. So it's like $4 for 2 packages of noodles.
I think they're brown rice. You can get gluten-free noodles that are made from all kinds of different things. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are really good, and some of them are awful. And I'm always curious what people are using.
Like the Save-On brand ones. They're just, I don't know, they're in the same spot every single time.
Yeah. I find, personally, I like the brown rice ones. They taste okay. I don't buy them for myself, but when I'm tasting things for my client, like meal prep clients, they taste...
They taste like they should.
Well, they taste...
Close enough.
They don't taste like grass, or... Like, some of them have a really funny, like, earthy taste that I just don't like.
Well, we do like the penne ones, or however you say it.
Penne?
Penne.
What are you... Penne?
Penne, I don't
Kanye
know.
pastas?
Yeah. Dude, Kanye would have a baller pasta.
Imagine.
Dude, he's going to have a podcast with Joe Rogan soon.
That is one thing I will never listen to in a million years.
It's going to blow up podcasting.
All I listen to is true crime.
True crime podcasts?
And I listen to The Moth, yeah.
Oh, The Moth is good, though.
I love The Moth.
The Moth is fantastic. There needs to be more things like The Moth.
I wish The Moth would come here. Can you work on that?
I could try. I'm trying to...
If you get The Moth to come here, I'm going to make a statement. If you get The Moth to come here, I will do a story slam. I'll do it. I'll get up and I will talk a story.
Right now, I'm just trying to get Justin Trudeau to meet with me. But, that's still a far shot.
If you need a private place to meet, you can bring him here.
Always.
That would be fine.
Always. You already offered that with Ryan Reynolds.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be his first choice anyways, though.
Yeah. Except, he might like demand like a picture of himself sprayed on your wall.
We would just have Kelly add Deadpool underneath.
Yes, exactly. Just like
it would
doing a
fit
sexy French lady pose.
Yeah.
I think that would be like totally fitting.
It would fit.
Imagine being like Deadpool 3, like your cupcake shop.
Then I would be all over YouTube because I'd have all the monies to pay a company to like make me look YouTube and whatever.
No, you don't. No, YouTube.
That's what I feel like needs.
No,
No,
YouTube. People like people on YouTube because they feel relatable and look relatable.
I watch too many makeup tutorial YouTubes.
Have you watched Jeffree Star?
I love Jeffree Star.
Have you seen Shane Dawson with Jeffree Star's like documentary?
No.
It's insane.
Is it on Netflix?
No, it's YouTube.
Oh.
Shane Dawson is a YouTuber, and he made like a 3-part like documentary about Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is like the most interesting entertainer you have ever seen in your life.
I believe it.
And is richer than you can't believe.
I can believe it because I watch his channel.
I don't even think he shows how much wealth he has on his channel.
Just the wealth that he does show on his channel blows my mind. I'm constantly like trying to figure out how, what?
Watch the Shane Dawson. It pulls it all back and it's fantastic. it is super good. Like my wife doesn't like watching YouTube with me. Mm-hmm. She watched that whole series with me. I was just like,
interesting.
Yeah. That's the level that it's at.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the level like the
Shane Dawson.
Shane Dawson.
Like
Shane Dawson.
Normal spelling of Shane?
Shane.
Okay.
Dawson. Shane Dawson's like one of the biggest YouTubers ever. Like Shane Dawson goes back to like the original YouTube days. Like we're talking like original YouTube days was like an early skit person would like play women and make all these weird jokes, and there's like
I honestly think the first thing that I watched on YouTube was like videos of this guy that plays piano on chat roulette.
Oh yeah, I remember those videos. Yeah.
I think that's probably the oldest thing I can remember watching on YouTube.
That's pretty recent.
I know,
in terms of YouTube's like growth and career too.
Like I don't think I started watching YouTube until like the last couple of years. Like it wasn't a thing that I used daily, but I do now.
Yeah.
But before, like and that's probably in the last 2 years.
And then I'm at the point where like I almost canceled my Netflix subscription because I'm so into just YouTube. Yeah.
Well, we don't have cable at home. We just have Netflix, like everybody our age, I think.
Yeah.
And we have Amazon Prime. We have Prime TV.
We have Amazon Prime, but my wife controls the Prime account, so we don't.
What do you mean?
Well, we have it. We're paid for it since she doesn't know how to use it and
to
get it on the TV.
Oh.
It's like we don't have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? It's got to be easy because they don't work on Chromecast. Amazon Prime TV does not work on Chromecast.
Oh, we have Apple TV.
See, I'm not a Mac person.
Our Apple TVs are like first gen, so they're going to be dead soon. And then I don't know what we're going to do.
The Chromecasts are awesome for like just Netflix and YouTube because it like things it just throws onto your TV. It turns any TV into a smart TV.
We need like a smart TV thing though. Oh, I guess you just said that would be fine. Yeah. Steve has like the baseball thing and the hockey thing, the apps for watching baseball and hockey.
Yeah, as long as they're Chromecast compatible, then they're fine. But it is what it is.
Not my area.
Yeah. See, I just see like 3 webcams stationed all over your shop.
Do you know what you would see a lot of? This.
Yeah.
Throughout the day, yeah. And then a customer comes in and then doesn't.
You just gotta start thinking like, what would I do to make this entertaining?
I would be fine. I don't know how Steve would feel about it.
How many jokes do you have to say to sell a cupcake?
Oh.
That's how I view it. But that's because I'm an attention whore. But anyways, where can people find out more information?
Facebook, Instagram.
Coco.cakes.
Coco.cakes.com. You can order online now.
Yeah, I've used it.
It's amazing.
I used it.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I think, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
And it had carrot cake. I just had to request it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I one of your first customers?
No.
No. What customer number was I? You think? Because I was about
probably a dozen.
I think I was 3 weeks into your launch, something like that.
Yeah, it picked up pretty quick, which I was surprised by because we didn't advertise it at all. But that just shows that I was right. People want to be able to do this without talking to me.
Kamloops is like that. Like they do not RSVP to things. They just do things sporadically at will and at ease because you can get anywhere in 15 minutes.
I just feel like when you start doing like, I'm gonna get real deep right now. When you start doing things like SWOT analyses, SWOTs.
Nice drop.
I know. When you start doing stuff like that and you think about like where the holes are in your business and like where the gaps are, what are the barriers? A huge barrier is having to interact with a person. Online shopping is like huge. How can I make cakes online? I don't know.
Well, you basically started off like, e-transfer and email basically makes you an online business to begin with, though.
And then what is if someone needs something right away, or they don't want to email me, or they type my email address in wrong, or they type their email address in wrong when they're using my contact form, it happens all the time. And all the people that contact me that I have literally no way of contacting them back.
Yeah.
Is crazy.
Really?
Yes.
I think that's a Kamloops thing because like there's just slow.
It's an everywhere thing.
Yeah.
It's people. Yeah, because in my like previous life, out of the kitchen, I worked in a customer support center where we did email correspondence, and people would use the contact form and provide an incorrect email address because they put Google or gmail.co.m because they just didn't notice.
Oh yeah. No, I've done that. I've seen that before. But I clue in and I fix it. But
you clue in. You don't like call days later raging that I never responded to your email.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you respond and they're like,
Well, that's why I use email trackers, right? So I'm email tracking our premier right now, Prime Minister right now. See if he responds or even sees my email to respond.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, I want to see if someone reads my email.
Oh.
For sales development.
Can you use that on a contact form, though?
I think in theory you could figure out a way. I don't know. You'd have to talk to an engineer. I'm not an engineer. Talk to your website person.
Yeah. I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I got other things.
Exactly.
I got other fish to fry on my website.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like, we need to see like more cupcakes eventually.
We need a store page. We need an online menu or something so I can get these like.
Do you think you need a store page?
A page that says, "Here's our store." Yeah.
Like beyond the Coconut Cupcakes.
I need a page on coconutcakes.com that says, here's our store, here's what we sell there, here's what our hours are. That's what I mean.
Okay.
We need a page that has our menu so that we can somehow get on these companies like Ready at Door and Skip the Dishes to like skip people cupcakes. How hilarious would that be?
Man, I don't even want to like, it's going to be like a $12 cupcake.
No.
After fees and stuff?
I don't know what the fees are. That's the thing. When you want a cake, though? When
you want a cake, yeah. Who
dozen
cares?
Cupcakes?
Well, like some lawyer's office? Yeah,
sure.
Who cares?
Yeah.
For me, I just be like, wife wants a cupcake? Okay, $12. If it costs me $12 to like to send a cupcake to my wife as like I'm sorry, that's a good $12 spent.
Sure.
But I don't think I could do more than $12.
Why? I don't know how the fee structures work, but like Bella down the road or whatever.
Yeah.
They do coffee on Skip the Dishes.
Really?
Sorry, Ready at Door. Yeah, because I skipped coffee and breakfast here one day when I was like here by myself. I couldn't leave and I was dying for a coffee.
Just coffee or coffee and breakfast?
I got coffee and a bagel. It was like under $10.
Yeah, see, Skip the Dishes puts a lot of pressure on the restaurant, like a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So
I don't know
the structure is that like, I don't know it like officially, but like, I don't know. I might think I've not used Skip the Dishes yet myself. My wife's encouraged me to pack my lunch more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always the best way of doing things.
For sure.
But yeah,
I'm just always looking for what is the easiest way for somebody to get like my product in their hand.
Totally.
Right? And we utilize Skip a lot because our hours are crazy. And by the time we get home, I've been in a kitchen for 12 hours. I don't often want to.
Because if anyone's listened to me who ever bought me a waffle maker, I don't have it anymore. I would consider like a skip the dishes like waffles in the morning because I don't have a waffle maker. Because there's that waffle laundry guy.
Henry.
Henry's
also from Kitimat, in case you're wondering.
Oh, really? I have not had a chance to have his waffles because he always sold out before I had a chance to go.
I had him at my birthday last year.
Oh. Flexing. Flexing.
Childhood friend. It's, a thing. Oh, yeah. Catherine's wife works for us.
So you have like a real in.
I've also known Henry since like just 1986.
1986.
So. Yeah.
I wasn't even born yet.
Hilarious. Good for you. What year were you born? Tell me.
92.
What?
Yeah.
Don't take offenses. You seem a lot older.
I know. It's because I'm so fucking
cool,
sad, old manish, grumpy.
Wait until you have staff that are like, my youngest staff is 13 years younger than me. And I've put songs on like at work and he's like, I don't think I've ever heard this song before. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You've never heard Lauryn Hill doo-wop? Who are you? And then I find out it came out the year before he was born. And I remember going to like school dances.
It's better than like, I've been the boss of someone who's twice my age. And that sucks.
I've also had that. It sucks.
Like, it really sucks. Trying to correct someone who, yeah.
Or trying to have like an amicable relationship with somebody who...
They're giving you parenting advice, but you're like, yeah, okay, let's do our job. It sucks.
Yeah.
But, okay, I don't have that issue anymore because I don't have any employees yet.
Yet. I like the yet part.
Thank you.
Need to have a yet.
Small bit of optimism. I've had contractors, small time.
That's something.
That's something. Yeah, they can deal with the stuff.
I always tell my employees, having employees is the hardest part of having a business.
Dude, it's so hard. Scheduling is so hard. Like, working 7 days a week sucks.
Scheduling is hard because, like, Steve is new to being in the business day to day because he used to weld and then he quit to help me here and join the family biz. But it's hard to not care about your employees as people and, like, put their needs ahead of the needs of the business sometimes.
I get that.
Right? Like, everybody wants such and such day. Nobody wants to work weekends. So then I've gotten over it, and I found the people that aren't flexible enough to, like, understand that the hours of food service are what they are have eventually, like, slowly weeded themselves out.
Yeah.
But there's still other things, like, you get chatting, and so somebody misses their break or doesn't really get a break because you're, like, goofing around all morning. I still feel like I have to...
Yeah, no, I get that. You feel like you always want to...
Make sure they take a break.
Yeah.
Make sure you go home. Did you eat?
You sound like my wife now.
Well.
Make sure you come home, Nevin. Remember, you don't work to this time. You can leave at this time.
Yeah.
I just sat around and just totally forgot that I was supposed to go home at one point. I was just like...
Woo.
My wife actually, like, next time remind him, Nevin, you're allowed to go home now. Brain turns off.
At least you're working.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like you're sitting around, like, playing computer games in a coffee shop or something.
No, because I actually don't play video games.
At all?
Like, yeah. Like, I had, like, a GameCube with, like, my brother and played a little bit of Game Boy here and there. But, no, I don't game.
I exclusively play Mario Kart.
Really? Are we on like Wii U? Are we on like the cool stuff?
Wii U. I'm good at Mario Kart on all systems.
Or like Switch? Do you have a Switch?
No, we have a Wii U. We got a Nintendo Classic for Christmas this past year.
Oh,
like
nice.
Just this past holiday or whatever. So I've been regaining my Mario 3 and Mario 2 because those are the best ones.
I bought a classic Nintendo system, like a classic Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
This bloody fucking kid that came over because of my parents' church group picked it up and threw it against the wall and smashed the fucking thing. I was like, excuse me? Do you know what that costs me and what it would be worth at this day and age?
What? Anyways.
Yeah.
Kids, they're not for me. Let's just say that. We have 2 nephews, and they're the best. And I enjoy schooling the older one, because he's only 9. The other one's only 6. So, but I really, really like just absolutely annihilating him in Mario Kart.
Double Dash is like, I think, the best Mario Kart in my opinion.
Double Dash.
I like Double Dash, like the GameCube one. The GameCube controllers in my hands just work. Like, of all video games, it's the only one that like I can actually use the controllers.
I feel good about Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo. We use the same as Super Nintendo.
I bought a PS3 and never played a game on it once. Because I bought it exclusively to be able to put stolen movies, a.k.a. Lord of the Rings, on a shitty free TV I found at the side of the curb. And that's how my relationship with my wife started.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I spent $200 so I could, like, hook my hard drive of movies up to a TV.
So you guys could watch a movie?
So we would watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The longest movie of all time?
I think it was, like, The Hobbit. Like The Lord of the Rings Hobbit, which was a bad movie, in my opinion.
You didn't like The Hobbit?
No, because they deviated too much.
It was really far off the track of what that book was actually about. Yeah, I agree. I don't remember it that much, though.
I just remember the one ugly orc thing. Or
the trolls?
Yeah, were they troll? No, there was an orc at that point. Because it was like running around the weird like white wolf thing near the end. Am I like really?
I don't remember that.
I wasn't smoking weed at
I've
the time,
probably only seen it once, though.
Yeah, totally. Because it would never be worth watching again.
Ooh.
It really isn't. But anyways, we're at like 45 minutes now, so let's draw some Instagram handles and call it quits.
Okay.
At Coco.Cakes.
At Coco.Cakes, yeah.
At Megan Eats Cupcakes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At Nevin Webster. At Kameo Podcast.
At Mission Control Eats.
At Mission Control Eats. At kameo.ca. At Podcast Canada. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, come check out a cupcake and consider subscribing if you're new. Cheers.